So Firecrawl is basically going to allow us to turn any website into LLM-ready data in a matter of seconds. And as you can see right here, it's also open source, which is pretty awesome. So as you can see, we have a couple of options here. We have scrape, we have search, agent, map, and crawl. In this video, we will be mainly looking at the agent, but I will explain to you right now about each one of them. So scrape is basically just getting information from a single page. Search is just a regular search, like you go to Google and you can just search stuff, so it's the same thing. The agent is the one that we're going to focus on this video, and it's a combination of extracting and crawling together, and you'll see later in the video what it means. Mapping is just giving back all of the URLs in a specific site. It's pretty simple, we won't use it, but it's useful. And to crawl is to download the whole website, including sites inside of the website, and we will also see how we use that. So again, the main thing that we're going to use is the scrape and the agent, and yeah, let's dive in. Also right now we're going to log in into NNN and show you how all of it works together, but the playground, which is this site, you can go inside Firecrawl and click on the playground. It's a pretty cool place that we're going to play around and see how stuff works. So for the sake of the video, we're going to go to this site, which is quotes to scrape. And as you can see, it has a lot of tags and a lot of quotes, and each tag has its own quotes and authors. But again, we're going to go to the first one, go to the main site. So we're going to copy and paste the URL of the site, go back into NNN, click on a new node. And then right here, HTTP, we're going to choose the HTTP request. And we're going to paste the URL that we just copied inside the URL, and execute the step. And this is just to show you how a simple GET request to the website looks like. So what we get back is a mesh of HTML. It's pretty messy, and you can't really understand what's in here. So basically what we see here is just the fonts and the styles of how the website is built. This is the whole entire first page of the website. So if you want, we can just copy and paste like J.K. Rowling, go back to the website, Control F, enter it. If that doesn't work, you just go back here and you copy and paste this one. Go into NNN, and there you go. You can just copy and paste it, and you see all of the results. In this case, it's just one result. So everything of the website is in here is just wrapped in like some kind of an ugly HTML code. So the next thing we can do is to go back into Firecrawl and click on scrape and paste the not J.K. Rowling, the URL of the site, paste it in here and scrape. And as you can see, it will give us some markdown file of the whole site, which is much nicer for us to read. That's pretty much what scrape does, but again, that's not what we want. So in this case, usually what we do is take this information that we got out, and then we feed it inside an LLM, and then we get some kind of information back and quotes and the authors and their tags. But in our situation, we're going to use the agent one. Why? Because when we're going to use it, we're going to pass to another website, and then in here we can tell it what we want to do and from what website we want to use it. So it's like a whole LLM. So what we can do here is to give it the URL and to prompt it whatever we want. We can say, take this URL and find all of the quotes and the authors in it. Much nicer than only crawling, you can also tell it to go through all of the tags, and then it will not only go through the first page, it will go through this one and this one and this one, and through all of the pages. So firstly, I'm going to show you how to do it inside Firecrawl in the playground, and then we're going to plug it in NNN, and I will show you how to do it there. So here I'm just going to tell it to get all of the authors and quotes from this site. So we'll write it here. First of all, we'll take the site, we'll add it in here, we'll add it, and then I will tell it to get all of the quotes and the authors from the site and give it back as a JSON. Let's run the agent and see what it gets back. So as you can see, it asked a couple of questions, we can answer it. So as you can see, it's just like ChatGPT, it's asking a question and you answer it. So I answered that I want the first one, the second one, and I don't want the first one, the last one. So we'll enter it again and see what we get back. So right now it's generating the schema, and we need to go through it and see if that's what we want. I just went through it and that's okay. So we'll click on run the agent. So what we can see do right now, it's run through all of the quotes, the authors, and the associated tags from this URL, which we gave it already. And again, what is nice about it, it's not going only over this site, it will go over each site that is included in the URL. Whatever link it can click on, it will go into, and will scrape all of the information from there also. So as you can see, we got our result back, and we have a JSON file of the quote, the author, and the tags, and we have it for each one, and it's a pretty long file. So as you can see, it's pretty nice, but let's see how we can do it in N8N. So we're going to clear it all out and get a HTTP request node. And next we're going to go into Firecrawl and look for the curl. So we'll go into documentation, just go to the site and then click on the right upper side into docs. Then click in here, go for the agent, then click again the agent. And right here, go and copy and paste this one. Curl, click here and copy. Go back into N8N, import curl, paste it in here. And as you can see, it's a post method. We already have the URL. And in here, the only thing we need to find is the Firecrawl API key. So to get the API key, just go back into Firecrawl, go again into Quick Start, click here on Get Your API Key. And as you can see, it's right here, just copy and paste it, click here on the right side, go back into N8N and just replace it with. So yeah, that's pretty much ready to go. Just in here, we need, instead of the prompt that is in here, we need to copy and paste the one that we just sent to Firecrawl. So again, go back into Firecrawl into the prompt that you just sent it, copy, paste it inside here, but in here, for the sake of the video and so it won't be really long, I'll remove the tags and I will keep just the authors and the quotes. So again, what you want to do here, usually what happens is that the JSON won't be correct, so you go back into ChatGPT and you ask it to correct you. So once you're in ChatGPT, just paste the JSON you have and click send. What will always happen is it will think for a couple of seconds and then it will give you back the correct JSON. So as you can see, we got the corrected JSON back. Again, just copy, paste it inside here. Let me open it up. This is what we have. And let's execute the step and see what we get back. So as you can see, we got an authorization failed. Let's see what happened. Oh, so my bad. You need to delete the $sign before. So as you can see, this is the correct one. And what we got out is a success and an ID. So success is that we sent a prompt correctly, and an ID is the process in Firecrawl, the ID of the process. So the next step for us will be to check the status of the operation itself, because as you saw before, it takes time to extract data and to get it back. So right now you see it took about 1 minute, but a lot of times it will take much more than that. So back in Firecrawl, we'll go back here again. We'll click on plus and get another HTTP request node. And we need to look for another import, for another curl. So we need to go back. Right here, we will look for status. Go for agent status, as you can see. And then look for the curl. And as you can see, it's on the right side. Just copy and paste it. Click on import curl, paste it, and import. As you can see, we get the job ID right here. And this is the job ID that we just talked about. So we just drag and drop it from here. And keep in mind that there should be no spaces between. So yeah, we get the job ID in here. The authentication is the same one. Again, you need to go inside Firecrawl and get your API key. Just copy and paste it. Copy it in here. Delete the token. You need to have bearer and then space and your API key. And then let's see if it works. So after we do this and we execute the step, we can see that the success is true and the status is processing. As we can see in here, prompt is still running and it's extracting the data. And once it will be done, so we can see it in here as done. So our next step will be to put a loop for the NLN workflow to check every couple of seconds to see if it's done or not. So what we'll do is in here, we'll add an if node. In the value of the first node, we're going to take the status, and if it is equal to processing, you can just copy and paste it. Then we're going to loop through. So we'll add here a wait node. We'll give it a 5 seconds interval and put it in here. And after it waits, we want to check again. So what happens is it checks every time if the status is processing or not. If it's not processing, it will be success. If it is processing, we wait, and then we go back again and check it again. In here, after we add the ID, we need also to add our API key. And again, it's the same thing as before. We have the bearer, and here we have the API key from the Firecrawl. Again, just go back here, copy, and paste it in here. So now let's run a full circle and see how it does. Let's execute the workflow. Oh, and let's see, we got a problem here. Oh, okay, so as you can see, the ID itself is not ready before the answer itself is ready. Instead of the JSON ID, we will need to do this. So basically what it does, it just waits for ID to get back to us, and then it puts back the ID inside the URL here. So you can just copy and paste it if you want. It looks like this. And if we will run it again, you see it goes to the true branch. It will wait 5 seconds, go back, and then it will run until it will be finished. So as you can see, the workflow was executed correctly and successfully, and let's see what we got back. As you can see, we have the whole quotes here, which is a pretty long file. We have about 99 quotes. So the next and the last step will be to actually put this whole data into one field. So here on the false branch, we'll go into set fields. Then here we will name it final response. You can name it whatever you want, and we'll drag and drop the quotes into the value. We'll execute the step, and as you can see, we have a final response with all of the quotes. So overall, it's a super simple workflow, but if you want to use it with your own API keys and your own URLs, you can just click on my free school community. We have all of the information and the templates there, and just join. It's for free. And that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.